gotta work that out like Bo. Fluid wood. These niggas on some Molly. Fluid wood.
TT the Dundada.
And if you haven't got it us yet for promotion here on the hottest underground indie internet station, you're losing. Y'all need to get in on our very own TT and the Crew music reviews right after this or that. Also get some regular spins throughout the show. Sing your music, get a commercial on our network, and make this one of your only outlets for sending and listening to your music. Yeah. Come fuck with the real. Okay, today. We got Lee Gunna calling in from the Black and Yellow state. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Black and yellow.
What up?
Of course, still a country, still a nation.
All day. What's the word with you, Lee? How you feeling today?
I'm chilling. I'm blessed. Kicking it with family. I'm in Virginia Beach right now. So, just waiting for food to get done, cookout going on. I'm chilling.
All right.
How y'all doing?
We doing excellent. Yeah. We celebrating the Queen Raina Phoenix birthday today. Ooh. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. My birthday's on Friday.
Hey, so well, my actual birthday is Tuesday, so.
All day, every day. What's this, Leo's up? Is that what that is?
Yeah, Leo gang.
All right. We also have Mr. Maximum Exposure, a.k.a. House of Chuck Magazine, a.k.a. the LGBTQ activist in the place. What's up, Chuck Pfoutz? How you doing?
Hey.
Doing good.
Hey.
Say what's up to the Louis Wood world, man. We gonna turn up today just like usual.
Right.
All day.
How's everybody doing tonight?
We doing excellent, man. We got the drinks. We got the food over there, man. We about to get crunk for these 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So welcome back to Louis Wood Radio. Hope you're staying corona free out here.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Definitely.
Stay tuned for that Rena's Rant, this or that, TT and the Crew music reviews, Petty Zone, Facebook news, and our guests Chuck Pfoutz and Lee Gunna. Hit that line at 515-599-1687 if you want to chime in or holler at our guests. We about to bring you that Raina Phoenix middle finger.
Play your part. Yeah. You want me to kiss your ass? You fucked up. Nah, shit, you can kiss my ass. Got me fucked up. I'm on this meal ticket mission. I'm destined to get it. I don't play with no luck, boy. I got gas in this bag and I don't pass no fuck, boy. You fucked up. Nah, shit, you can kiss my ass. Got me fucked up. I'm on this meal ticket mission. I'm destined to get it. I don't play with no luck, boy. I got gas in this bag and I don't pass no fuck, boy. I know a lot of niggas. I know a lot of bitches. They all be lying. Ain't now one of them snitch. They all dick riding. Fuck your feelings. It ain't no secret. Focused on my pockets. You gon' fuck around and catch this beam. I keep my grass cut. Niggas don't play by the code. Motherfuckers don't know loyalty. They on straight bitch mode. This one solo. I ride solo and I don't fuck with none of you hoes. You can't ride with me. You can't smoke with me. Hell nah, you hoes can't go. Pedal to the meadow and I'm grinding hard for my team. They swear they on some hot shit, but I swear they on some off shit. Moving in silence. Don't look for congratulations. Motherfuckers don't fuck with you like they claim. You want me to kiss your ass? You fucked up. Nah, shit, you can kiss my ass. Got me fucked up. I'm on this meal ticket mission. I'm destined to get it. I don't play with no luck, boy. I got gas in this bag and I don't pass no fuck, boy. You fucked up. Nah, shit, you can kiss my ass. Got me fucked up. I'm on this meal ticket mission. I'm destined to get it. I don't play with no luck, boy. I got gas in this bag and I don't pass no fuck, boy. I'm flexing on these bitches like what? Ain't no calming down. I got that good shit in my cup. I don't play with fuck boys. Don't get me started, bitch. I came to turn up. Where the fuck is my Bulgari? Late night in a drop top with the roof gone and a block high. No faking over on this side. My heater jumping like all night. Give Give me the pack, I'm platinum. You ain't playing with no rookie. I am the pack, I'm the antidote. See, real sweet like a cookie. I can't wrap my mind around this hate. You screaming real love, but we know it's fake. You talk a lot of this, and you talk a lot of that, but that shit that you be on, I can't relate. You want me to kiss your ass, you fucked up. Nah, shit, you can kiss my ass, got me fucked up. I'm on this meal ticket mission, I'm destined to get it. I don't play with no luck, boy. I got gas in this bag, and I don't pass no fuck, boy. You fucked up. Nah, shit, you can kiss my ass, got me fucked up. I'm on this meal ticket mission, I'm destined to get it. I don't play with no luck, boy. I got gas in this bag, and I don't pass no fuck, boy. T-Rex is on the beat. T-Rex is on the beat.
Killing it.
This is Lou B Radio.
We call this here a little twin.
Give me my hot damn money.
Right now.
We are back.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? We are back on Louis Wood Radio at mycitymymusic.com. And that was Middle Finger by yours truly, me, Raina Phoenix. And you can catch that on... Yeah, you can catch that and more on Rise and Win, The Redemption. I want you to go get that. Rise and Win, baby. And we got Chuck Pfoutz in the building. What's up? And we also got Lee Gunna on the line with us here. How you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. I'm great, thank you. So first of all, I want to ask you, Chuck, what's your motivation for this year's Maximum Exposure?
All of the chapters that we created this year.
Well, I just want to know what's the motivation for this series.
Well, last year we put out all the questions. This year we're putting out all the answers. So we put out the reason why we created it. Nobody knew why. We just put out the show.
Right.
We just created it. Well, it's the story of my photography career. You know, the moment I picked up that camera and brought it to St. Louis, it was just a sensation. So what we decided to do was create a team. And then basically create a series of stories in this particular. Basically it tells like 8 to 10 stories. Sometimes we go a little bit over, just depending on what kind of team we have. And then it carries out, and each season tells about basically it doesn't go within more than a year and a half or 2 years, but we try to tell stories of what exactly happened. And where all the turning points were, and in particular we did a show called Out of Darkness. That was actually the story of an entertainer who was clout chasing and created a petition to have me banned from photographing in St. Louis. And then so we told an entire story about that whole experience of me transitioning from one industry into another.
Okay.
Because I was just tired of the crap.
And
then we did a burlesque show, and whenever I came to St. Louis, I was a dancer. So what we did was we told the story of like my go-go dancer days. Whenever I used to go from club to club, and I used to go dress up in different outfits, and
y'all turned up, kicking it.
Yeah, advertising, whatever. I used to be what they like to call, what they call a hype guy.
Okay. Hey, that make the show even better.
Like Derek and Black Pearl, they all. That's where that's how I met the nightlife scene. Okay. Was like through that's how I met the Black Pearl and Roland and this whole entire dynasty of talent.
Okay. So that's dope. We're gonna get to a few more questions in just a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. So I want y'all to get in tune with us here. We got Lee Gunna. You still with us?
I'm with you. I'm in.
Okay. So I want you to tell us, what is your inspiration for Fingers Purple? Purple Fingers.
The Fingers Purple, it's kind of like I wanted to make it about where you could, get your bag, but there's more than one way to get your bag when it comes to hustling. So everybody thinks negative of it, but it's not always negative. So it's more so like getting your bag, not really depending on no man for it, and just celebrating after you reach your goal, counting your money till your fingers is purple.
Okay, I like
Me
that.
personally,
Okay.
yeah, me personally, I
Whoa.
want to count my first couple hundred thousand with my hands until my fingers purple, and then that'll get the money counter afterwards. But
Okay.
I want to touch it, feel it, count it.
Right. So I like that. I like that. So y'all heard it. We got
Doesn't-
Chuck came with the answers to the last series, and then you got Fingers Purple counting that money till them fingers turn purple. We're gonna get back to y'all some more few more
Period.
questions. Exactly, because I want to know a lot more. But y'all already know what's going on right now.
Yeah, what's good, world? It's your boy Strings with the Z, EMB. And you are now listening to Rena's Rant on Louis Wood Radio. Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all know around this time I go on a little rant, and we call this Rena's Rant, and you get a chance to participate in Rena's Rant, okay? And I want y'all to, I want you to call our line 515-599-1687. Comment on our YouTube live at Soldier by Blood Television. And I want you to also check us out on Facebook. We winning over here.
All day.
So today I'm going to rant about diversity in the United States. Particularly, well, for you, Lee Gunna, where you from, Lee Gunna? Pittsburgh.
I'm from Pittsburgh, too.
Okay. So yeah, this will be about for you and your city, but for me, my city is St. Louis. Ooh wee.
Okay.
Okay, so the diversity in St. Louis. To be honest with you, it seemed like the vibe always good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's great. So
Right.
I think in my world,
Right.
in my city, it's all good. I know it's other people who have different things to say about it, but for me, it's all right. So, Chuck, you from St. Louis. How you feel about it? The diversity here in our city.
I mean, as far as in the, it just depends on which area. I mean, in the LGBT community, it's very divided, very segregated, very. I don't know, I just don't agree with it. But, in the fashion world, it's very diverse. In the restaurant world, it's very diverse. St. Louis is a very beautiful place for diversity. And it's all about, you have to embrace it. You have to. If you don't, you're not going to agree with it here, and you can't live here. But if you do agree with it and you embrace it, it's a very beautiful place. I totally follow what you're trying to say. But, there are areas in this community where it's just not very welcoming to, the diversity is just not very welcoming. And we're working on changing all of that. And, we're going to go into all of that later. I got a whole entire thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Locked
Some
and
juicy
loaded.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, but that in certain areas of the of St. Louis, it is very divided. But all around, I tell you what, St. Louis is a really wonderful place.
It is. And how do you feel about Pittsburgh, Lee Gunna?
Love Pittsburgh.
As far as Pittsburgh, it has its ups and downs as far as diversity. I kind of think it's real, fucked up on our end because being, black, we already are kind of like prejudged. So, and, as far as us trying to get jobs and things like that, or, even in different parts of the music industry, like just different aspects of life, it's like you have to put that extra foot forward just to prove yourself because of, the color that you are. There's people who apply for jobs who are qualified, knowledgeable and everything, but because they don't have that degree behind them, they can't get the job. And, it goes further down as to the black community and, high class, middle class, low class. A lot of people can't afford college to, get that degree behind the name to get the job that they want. So I just feel like as far as being a black person, a black woman, it's a little harder on our end, but we can go on about that for days. But as far as in Pittsburgh, it's kind of it's a little prejudged there.
Yeah, right. So, what about you, TT?
I would say our mannerisms, being from St. Louis, is unique. Because, like, when you go out of town, people, and you say something, you be like, can I go over there? They're like, what you just say? Can I go over there? They're like, why you adding so many R's on the word? It's like, that's just how I talk. And then
The Midwest side.
yeah, that too. And then also with our
St. Louis accent.
exactly,
Yeah.
and with our fashion, like you go to Chicago, They don't dress like us.
Right.
You go to another city, they don't dress like us. So when
Right.
we go to their cities, I'm like, why you dress like that? You got an STL fitted on, STL. I'm finna let you know where I'm from. Like, what's up?
Like, you already know.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that, like when like everywhere I go, they be like, you must be from St. Louis because you know only St. Louis people wear St. Louis fitted hats.
Exactly.
That's why I kind of switched. I got Chicago on today, but you know I'm a Midwest
We
person.
rep this motherfucker. Don't play.
Okay.
I need to get me a STL fitted now. What?
Yeah, but yeah, like I went up to Michigan, you know, what was I, Grand Rapids, and did a verse in the studio, and they was like, man, you country as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I embraced that. I embraced
like,
my St.
okay.
Louis sound. I always like I like what's their name? UGK, Pimp C.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that grammar, that country sound. I like that shit.
Yeah.
That's my type of shit. So
Exactly.
as far as the diversity in St. Louis, it's only in St. Louis.
Exactly.
Like outside of St. Louis, wherever I can't say for Kansas City. I've been there too. But as far as Missouri, St. Louis is the most diverse city in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So St. Louis is to me the diversity as far as mixed up people and different people, and you know you got Vietnamese, you got the Bosnians, you got Albanians, you got
All on one block.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Cherokee be popping.
Man, you hear me? Mexicans, you know, and if you're not racist, you pretty much, you know, can.
You ready to
can-
turn
you
it
can
up?
kick it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Have a
saying?
great
With
time.
So
everybody.
the Mayo be lit.
I know I be.
So,
I have a good time wherever I'm at.
I think as far as that and what we got different than other cities is definitely our sound, the way we dress, and just the way our mannerism, like you said.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's enough for my rant. I want y'all to comment and check us out again on our Facebook Live. I'm sorry, on check our live out and check us out about our upcoming interviews, winnings, and a new Cypherville challenge. I need y'all to check that out. I'm telling you, that mug is lit for real. We blazing, baby.
All day.
So yeah, we about to get ready to go to that Triller Band Zoe featuring Jug Squad and Solid. That's my shit to y'all.
Yeah. Blue bands. Let her in my hand, yo, yeah. Let her in my hand, yo, yeah. Please don't go, yeah. I need more of your love, baby. Oh, your love, baby, yeah, got me stuck, baby. What the fuck, baby, been going on lately, missing your touch, baby, yeah. No, I'm not perfect, can't walk on water. Wanna hit cake, give a fuck about the charger. Stacking that money, get rich in the order. Please don't go. She gave me hit, I heard the diploma. Smoking that gas, yeah, I love the aroma. Pressure stuck on your ass in the coma. Steady rolling nighttime on the stroller. Killing the game, but ain't got a controller. Pussy so wet till I ain't bend it over. Chopping the top of a coupe, now it's brainless. Want me a brand new clock, yeah, the stainless. Run up on me, your ass to get pain. For the come on, yeah, I patiently waited. Fuck the people that just sat there and hated. Now I look up and say, oh, 5 minutes, go ahead, but then I bitch, turn it up. Pussy so good, then put it up. Them niggas from the side, so it's in the slug. I fuck with killers, they don't give a fuck. They don't really set it off up in the club. Mama told me, now bitch, scrub. I stayed 100 when you been it up. Me and my niggas got it out the mud. Real niggas say sorry, won't say too much, yeah. Real niggas say sorry, won't say too much, yeah. Please don't go, yeah. I need more of your love, baby. Oh, your love, baby, yeah, got me stuck, baby. What the fuck, baby, been going on lately, missing your touch, baby, yeah. No, I'm not perfect, can't walk on water. Wanna hit cake, give a fuck about the charger. Stacking that money, get rich in the order. Please don't go. and fight with a nigga. Like she don't got love for a nigga, but soon as I leave, she be calling a nigga. Now she wanna talk to a nigga, but damn how you niggas gon' change your brother. I thought all we had was each other. On the block trippin', I'm gripping the muscle. If you moving, you know I'm a bust it. I cannot feel any niggas, they change up. Like how you gon' switch on your main, bro? I was out hustling to get us a name up. I swear this shit deeper than pain, bro. I cannot feel any niggas, they change up. Like how you gon' switch on your main, bro? I was out hustling to get us a name up. I swear this shit deeper than pain, bro.
Change of love, yeah, don't change of love, yeah, don't change of love, yeah, don't change of love. Say down, never change up love. Guessing that's fame, what it was. I was just pain, but it doesn't. Thought this shit changed, but it doesn't. Said love is what you gave, but it wasn't. Never had to change, but trying to put the blues in the stack. Don't fuck what you saying, if ain't facts. I've been so tired of fake love. Can't see the bunch of like Ray Charles. But what you saying if ain't paper? You said that you love me, but telling me lies. Just keep it real and I'll stay by your side. Of course I still love it, ain't trying to divide. Right to the end, just like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. Just like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. Just like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. You know, like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. You 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 like Bonnie and Clyde, yeah.
Killing it.
This is Louis Wood Radio.
You gonna learn today? Alright.
That was Solid by Trilla Banzo featuring Jug Squad Ant. Now, if you got a shout out, I'm going to need y'all to hit us up on that line at 515-599-1687. Or y'all comment on our Louis Wood Radio Facebook page because we keep it litty.
Come on.
Make sure y'all like us too. We see all them likes. We see them.
We need all of them.
All of them. All right, Lee, Gunna, and Chuck.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. Y'all ready to play?
Yeah. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. It's time for that. This or that.
This or that. All right. This or that. This or that. By TT the Dandada.
Yeah.
On this all week.
Okay, on this section of this or that, I'm going to give y'all 3 questions. No ums, no in-betweens, none of that.
None of that.
We going to start.
Okay, so I just say this or that.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some decisions, and you're going to tell me either this or that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get it.
All right. Okay, Lee Gunna, would you rather take a vow of celibacy or a vow of silence?
Silence.
Silence. Okay.
Why is it so low?
Chuck.
Silence.
That American honey.
Okay. Rather take a vow of celibacy or take a vow of silence? Silence. Rena
I
Phoenix?
take silence on that one.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to say much at all. Yeah, silence. Yeah, that's
Okay.
really simple.
Tweezy the Don?
Hey.
I don't know what you're talking about. You talking to me?
I'll do that right now. Yes, it's definitely silence.
All right, I'm with the game. We're gonna take a vow.
Yeah, we quiet over here.
We don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing. Damn, Louis Wood Radio, I'm a miss now.
I wish I had the crickets. Damn.
Right.
Okay. Lee Gunna, would you rather volunteer at a homeless shelter or be a tutor for underprivileged kids?
Wait a minute. Volunteer in a homeless shelter or do what?
A tutor for underprivileged kids.
Good question.
Underprivileged kids.
Okay. Why?
Because I feel like the kids, I mean, not to be selfish, but, you know, they have a brighter future. You can still, you know, you got time to really save them and help them out, you know, financially and everything. Not saying that they can't be homeless, but I'm team kids. I'm for the kids.
Team kids. Okay. Chuck? Volunteer at a homeless shelter or be a tutor for underprivileged kids.
A tutor for underprivileged kids, and I was too busy thinking about the answer, so that's why I forgot the question. But the reason why is because
Right, I get time to think while I answer.
I know, right? And so, you know, when I think about the children and I think about the world that we are in today and how we need to educate the younger generation on to vote for our leaders and, you know, getting proper leadership in place and getting proper structure in place. We're at a time where the world is changing every single day. You know, so, you know, look at this year. Look at everything that's happened. I made a list of like the 10 plagues of what happened this year. And so, you know, this it's extremely important that we educate the younger generation to encourage, you know, we can encourage homeless people to get back to work. We can encourage situations to change. We can, by educating the younger generation, to educate them to vote, to educate other people to vote. You know, it all starts with that younger generation. We pay the most attention to them because they're young. So, you know, we want to give them the best. So, of course, we want to educate them first to vote so that way we can get proper leadership in place so we can make the world a better place. But it starts with that younger generation. It starts with the root. You know, and you know, of course, we have the attitude, oh, who cares? Our vote doesn't really matter. Yes, it does matter.
It does. You got to vote the right way.
But, you know, the younger generation, you know, the percentages of the younger generation, they just don't vote. They just don't care. So let's make sure we educate them so they can care. Because look at the world.
You know this,
man.
That's a great answer.
Okay.
I had to think about it, so thank you.
Welcome. Rena Phoenix.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I think I would definitely want to tutor underprivileged children, only because I would want to plant certain seeds on the inside of them that they can have to grow up to be assets to society. So the homeless situation can kind of, you know what I'm saying, it'll mellow down. If you have a lot of people that's doing the same thing, then it could be extinct. You know what I'm saying? So I think feeding the children the right way will cancel out homelessness.
Okay. Tweezy.
Listening to all of y'all, goddamn, that's gonna make me. So, I'm gonna just play devil advocates and just go with volunteering to a homeless spot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have very good reasons for the children part, and 9 times out of 10 I probably would do that, but it's this or that. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and say the homeless because they pretty much is over with for them. To me, from how y'all speaking, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just got to share a little bit of kindness to people who probably is over for them. They all just going to be, they pretty much done for, so they still need love too. You know what I'm saying? So,
and definitely to piggyback off of that, you know, we did an interview just recently about, it was the first episode of the Chuck Files, and we were talking about PTSD and how people are coming back home and they're unable to cope with, you know, the realities, and people are being released from jail. They're unable to cope with the reality of, you know, what's going on around them, and they're just having trouble coping, you know, just bouncing back from, you know, like traumatic experiences. And like you said, it's over for them, and we need to do a better job about showing people that we really do care. Right. And, you know, maybe getting these people into the best places that are best suited for them. It's actually taken time to actually get to know these people and finding out what best suits their needs as to, you know, what is wrong with them. You know, there are definitely a lot of my mom works for the Department of Social Services. There's a lot of umbrella corporations out there who are designated to get these people back to work. You know, why can't you get back to work? Okay, you need a car. Let's see what we can do to get you a car. Or do you need transportation? Let's get you transportation. What do we need to do? Oh, you this and that and the other. Okay, you have a rap sheet. Okay, let's find a factory or something like that, or some sort of, you know, let's figure out something where we can get you, you know, good pay and
get you in a situation where you can survive.
Take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
All day.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What about you, TT?
I'm with you, Tweezy. I would like to volunteer at the homeless shelter only because I would like to know their stories on why they became homeless. Like, some of it is not always drugs or alcohol. Like, some just fell off on hard times, and it's just like, how are you coping doing this? Like, it was like an episode, I'm gonna take it back to an episode of the Tyra Banks show when she had America's Next Top Model, and she was like homeless for a day. But it's like, you're homeless for a day. These people living it daily. You can go back to your hotel room and chill. They can't do that.
Right.
So it's like I get you trying to bring awareness to the situation, but it's like mocking it in a way.
Like
yeah. Exactly. So. All right. Lee Gunna, would you rather do work that involves details or big ideas?
How do you separate the two? Detail.
This or
Detail.
that?
I'm big on detail.
Details.
I'm big on detail. Yeah, because you can have a big idea, but if you ain't really got the details to put behind the idea, it's like you're going to just be thinking about it.
Right.
Facts. Okay. Chuck.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you?
Sorry, what was the question?
Would you rather do work that involves details or big ideas?
Details, because details can lead to big ideas.
Yeah.
And I can use an example of that. We just released a commercial for our, it was basically our Roaring 20s fashion show. And what we decided to do was we decided to piggyback off of a burlesque show that we created. And we had a designer create sort of a Betty Boop-like character in this burlesque show. So what we did was we took that Betty Boop, the girl who actually dressed up as her, we took her and we added more to her and made her more into Betty Boop. And like I showed you the commercial, and she didn't choreograph any of that. None of that was choreographed. We sent her details on Betty Boop, all types of details about the story of the baby Esther and how she was originally black and how she was whitewashed and all of that. And I think the girl that played her, I asked her,
killed it.
Yeah, she did. I was like, is this choreographed?
And I asked her, I was like, were you channeling her when we were getting the makeup and hair and makeup done? Because we shot the whole entire thing within I think we did makeup for an hour and then we shot the entire makeup for an hour and a half and then we shot it for 30 minutes. It took us 30 minutes to shoot all of that.
Oh, wow.
Right. She did it.
So,
but
I mean, that's how good she was. We just sent her all kinds of details.
Yeah.
And then when we sent her this detail, she was able to inhabit her in a way that nobody had ever inhabited, I think, Betty Boop in that way before. And then with the black and white photographs and all of the different types of variations that we used to describe her, it's possible that that the real life Betty Boop that was on the screen could have been black because of her light skin tone.
Exactly.
With the grayscale type of filter, we made it absolutely possible in such a way where we were correcting this. Because we wanted to pay tribute and do it right. It's all about making it believable.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we've done this many times before, but this one, it was the easiest.
Right.
Okay. But we took time to cover all those details in such a way where she just marinated herself in her, so she knew her within 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
You saw how she was getting painted.
Yeah.
And then after the wig was on and the makeup was on, she was her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we do to our people, and some of our models don't like it. They don't. They can't stand it. They can't stand the way that I do things, but it works every time.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Right. All right.
T's Kitchen, I love you.
Okay. Rena, would you rather do work that includes details or big ideas?
Yeah, see, that is a...
That's easy.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with details too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Details.
I'm big on details.
Tweezy.
I'm gonna tell you details, and I'm gonna tell you why details. Because everybody got big ideas.
Right.
And if you got details, that means you thought about it. Like it's a lot of people who got these big ass ideas.
Just want to throw stuff out there.
Yeah, but you throwing shit off, you fucking people shit up. You ain't for real about it, for real. You just talking. Anybody can have an idea.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you got details, that actually means you sat down, you thought about it, and then you put something to it.
Exactly.
I don't want to be, creativity and all that's fine. Yes, we want that.
Exactly.
But if it's no details, that means you haven't thought about it.
Exactly.
So I'm with the details.
With the details.
How about you, TT?
I'm big on the details too, because it's like if you don't have details, you don't have anything for real. So like if you're setting a party up, you're not telling me where the party is at, how many people's gonna be there, who should I stay clear from? Because I know such and such don't like such and such. And so it's like you need the details. And then with the big ideas, you will see it when you walk in there because you're like, oh, they got a big old banner this for such and such. You see the big idea, but I want the details to match the big ideas as well.
All day.
All day.
All right.
All right.
Them some good ones. I like that.
Man, that's it?
That's it.
Y'all play too much.
Okay, that was a good question.
Right.
All right, we moving on. We about to go to TT and the crew music reviews. Hey.
Let's get into the music.
Yes, Chuck, we know you used to criticizing models, but today you gonna criticize some music. You good with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, and Lee Gunna, we going to start with your song. So, can you let us know about Run It Up? Explain Run It Up to us.
It's Fingers Purple. It was saved under Run It Up, but the title was Fingers Purple. It started off, I wanted a different type of beat, like I wanted to make like a club song. So I started off with like, the Bay Area type beat. I hit my producer Mike Tomlin up, and he did what he did to the beat, and then that's when I was kind of like, all right, I kind of vibe to the beat first. It's a process. And then I'm just like, you know what? Most of my songs is about making money, but I had to switch the format of it because I didn't want it to be too negative, like I want to perform at community days and stuff like that. So I just switched the narrative a little bit. Like it's hustling, but it's not the hustling y'all think. So, run it up. Get your money how you going to get it. And then, count your money till your fingers is purple. Get your own bed. You ain't got to depend on nobody else for it.
All day. I love it.
Hey.
I been steady stacking, just tryna run it up. Tryna count it until my fingers keep up. Bitches blowing more than Milwaukee Bucks. On the lane playing the field of show. I been steady stacking, just tryna run it up. Tryna count it until my fingers keep up. Bitches blowing more than Milwaukee Bucks. Tryna run up my funds up, I want the paper, baby. If it ain't about the money, then it just ain't about me. Wanna come up at niggas catching the vapors, baby. Too thicky, thick, I'm on Nelly, but with Murphy and Nolly. I pop a clip at the plug and get the baby. And I ain't clipping the cutting on me. Actual hating bitches go on my ball. I feel like I don't wanna get these claws. I want the thing, money mission. Body me, I got the ammunition. In the streets, solid nigga. I'm just tryna run it up. Tryna count it until my fingers keep up. Bitches ballin' more than Milwaukee Bucks. On the lane playing the field of show. I been steady stacking, just tryna run it up. Tryna count it until my fingers keep up. Bitches ballin' more than Milwaukee Bucks. On the lane playing the field of show. Money to come up crazy. My fingers, they aching. I peep it, they hate it. They gonna go pow. I'm booming, I'm banging. I hustle from moolah, I'm saying like greatness. I'm trying stacking, I'm starting from head to toe. Bitches tell them, but I don't care what they saying about me. Getting money and focus like I got that vision. Stacking on all these bitches like they try to tell me. I want that thing, I'm a money mission. All they need, new edition. In the streets, solid nigga. I've been steady running it. I've been steady stacking, just tryna run it up. Tryna count it until my fingers keep up. Bitches ballin' more than Milwaukee Bucks. On the lane playing the field of show. I've been steady stacking, just tryna run it up. Tryna count it until my fingers keep up. Bitches ballin' more than Milwaukee Bucks. On the lane playing the field of show.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Fingers Purple. Y'all feel this? I like it.
Yeah,
y'all should be honest. It's
Yeah,
cool.
I like that. I like that. I'm fucking with it.
Fingers Purple by Lee Gunna.
Period. I'm glad y'all rocking with it. That's what's up.
Thanks. I liked it. The beat was dope. Like, I could definitely see myself jamming, vibing. It was good. What you think, Chuck?
Right. I gotta learn how to dance how they do in the Bay Area. Do all that shaking soap, dropping soap, whatever they call it. You know.
All that.
Everything about it was on point. Everything. I mean, I have nothing. I can't really add anything negative to it. I mean,
It was a vibe. I like it.
Rena Phoenix.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You can tell your heart was in it.
Yeah, I said I'm fucking with it. I like it. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything that y'all don't like? Anything y'all think y'all would switch up about it? Like, let me know. Like, y'all can criticize. It's okay.
Have you come up with some sort of a follow up to it? Because you know how when we follow up to our singles, we gotta reference our, you know, the one that we just put out there. So have you come up with some sort of a follow up to this? Like, is there an album attached to this?
Yeah, I have a lot of music that's on SoundCloud that I haven't dropped. I'm working on an album now that I've been working with a lot of different producers in Atlanta that I think I want to drop on a separate project, but I kind of want to get all the songs off of SoundCloud out of the way and really, you know, I've just been trying to monetize everything the right way, you know, get everything coded the right way. So that's why I haven't really, you know, I haven't touched all platforms just yet, but it's coming real soon.
Right.
Well, make sure you maintain your independence as much as possible before you start working with the big dogs. Just you know, so you can make the most amount of bang off of your buck, because we have so many streaming platforms and media platforms out there where we can actually own the rights to all of our material. I mean, it's just so. I mean,
right, and I've been hearing that a lot. Like, you know, you don't need distribution through the labels and everything because, you know, with, you know, DistroKid and TuneCore and stuff, like they already put it on all of the platforms.
Well,
so
I mean,
that's kind of like the distribution, you know.
Figure out a way to use your music to market yourself as well. I'm sure you have other characteristics to yourself. You know, you want to sell your image as well, so make sure you're using your music to sell your image. I mean, it's all about, like, you see how I put all those details into my commercials. I can do that for musicians just by listening to a single song. I mean, and that's how that producer, that cinematographer who directed that video, he did it based on that whole entire song that I sent you, that you heard of Betty Boop.
Oh, okay.
And that's what
See, and that's what I need, that creative direction for the visual. I don't have no creative direction for that song yet. That's the only song that I wrote that I haven't envisioned the video for yet.
And this is what I do whenever my models sign up for my show. I have
this is Chuck Pfoutz.
Yeah, and we have entertainers who work with us as well, and they really have to do research into what they're doing before they go on my stage. If they don't know what they're doing, they can't go on my stage because it won't be accurate. It has to be absolutely 100% accurate. It has to be spot on.
Yeah.
It has to be believable, like I was telling TT. Yeah. Right, so...
I understand. I get you.
Yeah. So, I mean, make sure you figure out a way to piggyback off that song so that way you connect both universes together. Like, if you ever listen to a Chris Brown song and then you listen to the next single that he comes out with afterwards, you notice at the beginning of that video, he's listening to that song on some level. So you're self-promoting yourself. Make sure you connect your universe together. Make sure
Got it. Make it like a movie.
Yeah. And your whole entire... Look at Madonna. Look at how her career... Her whole entire life is one gigantic movie.
Yeah.
From one right into another. From one transformation into another. You're watching an individual grow older. When you see her now, she's getting up there now. You know, and she has no problem hiding it anymore, and that's what she wanted to do for women, is to make it in such a way where you don't have to hide it. You can still be who you are. I mean, God, who wants to fight being young? I mean, forever. People want to do things their own age, right?
Yeah.
Right. And now that you put it that way, I'm not going to separate my music. I'm going to put everything that I'm working on now and everything that's on SoundCloud on one project, just so y'all can see the transition from how I used to rap, which was more of like a real hustler mentality, like, you know, street mentality, into the artist that I am now. Like, I have a trap soul song that I'm about to drop. I have a reggae song that I'm about to drop. So I'm trying to be like, you know, international. I'm not trying to just be just like no Pittsburgh artist. Like, I do most of my work in Atlanta, so I travel. I'm willing to travel. Like, I'm out here. You know, I left my daughter back home. So
make sure when you do your albums, make sure when you always go back to the original and create kind of a direct sequel from that, so you don't lose your originality. So always go back to the beginning where it all began and create something from that, and then make sure you're referencing all of your other stuff that you've already done as well. So that way you're not losing yourself. You know, it's because some people get lost. They just don't make sense after a while. You have to make sure you stay connected.
I understand.
Right, I
All
got
day.
you.
So Lee Gunna, we got a fan already. They want to see you live.
Hey.
Shout out to
Really?
Dillinger.
Yes.
Yeah. He say he want to see you live. All day. Hey,
But is he from out there?
Yeah, he from St. Louis. But he say he can
Okay, well, y'all gotta let me know what's going on out there, because I'll come.
He say he mobile.
All right, well, look, I am too, so we could meet. I drop location, you drop yours, we can meet halfway, whatever.
Oh!
Wait a minute, is this Tinder?
Okay.
Let's
Hey,
go.
we hooking shit up
Hey, wait
on
a minute.
Louis Wood Radio
It's okay.
on the music reviews. But let's get back to the review. I'm gonna give you a 10 on that. When I heard it
Hey.
I heard it before we got on the before I put it on, because I like to listen to the music before we play it. And
Right.
And this definitely sounds like you've been heard before, and not on no original like you copycat type stuff. It's just pretty much that it sounds like it's some music that I could vibe to pretty much, and it sound professional. A lot of
I got music. I got stuff in my arsenal that I'm about to get ready to drop and everything, but I'm not new to the game at all. Like, I'll be 32 Friday. I've been doing music for the past, I took it serious, I want to say the past at least 10 years is when I really started doing my performances and things like that. So, I'm ready to just be in the SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, TT, what you do? What you get? Did you already?
Yeah, I fuck with it. I like her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get to some more reviewing.
All right, our next song is finna be That Oh by J Light.
There you go on my mind. I think about you all the time. Sexy and your stallion stand. You make me wanna throw some hands. I've been waiting all night. I hope you're ready to fly. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby. Up and down, baby. Yeah. Your body's all over me, and this is like a fantasy, yeah. And I'ma give you what you need, yeah. Ecstasy is in love. The way you move me, so sexy. You make me wanna drop to my knees, so I can make it go I don't make it the way you want me, so sexy. You make me wanna drop to my knees, so I can make it go Grabbing on your body, girl, you grabbing me. I'ma please that body and give you all of me. Yelling don't stop, I hear you call my name. Yelling don't stop, I can hear you call me babe. Girl, tell me right, I'ma take you there. Sucking on your nipples and licking everywhere. I can feel you trembling, my tongue touching there. I want to go deeper, body can be your girl, yeah. Lay on your stomach, baby, keep that ass up. Right on that pillow, baby, while we eat up. The time has come, baby, for you to react. With that flicking of my tongue, your body reacts. Grind on me, baby. So sexy, you make me wanna try to my knees. Grind on me, the way you want me, so sexy. You make me wanna try to my knees, so I can make it go
Hey, that was a vibe.
Okay.
Shout out to J Lot.
J Lot, and that was J Lot with Ooh, I Am Loving It.
Yeah,
I am loving the R&B vibe. I'm loving how R&B is just coming back, period. Like,
Yeah.
it's making a full circle, coming all the way back around this thing.
Yeah.
Lee Gunna, what you think about that?
I definitely like the vibe. I was sitting here pacing and vibing to the song. Like, yeah. It sounded like it had a reference to, what was that, Pretty Ricky, Grind on Me or something?
It did. I heard a sample of that in there.
Facts.
But yeah, I'm feeling it.
Feeling it. All right, Chuck.
I definitely, to piggyback off of what you guys said about what the original song, I definitely think it was a lot more definitely engaging. It was really, it made me want to, it stay on from start to finish.
Facts.
So, I mean, I like it. I'm glad that there's this type of music out there where we can, not only not copy indirectly, but actually just pay tribute and then move forward.
Exactly. Do your own.
That's what DJs do. DJs and, remixes are amazing because they reinvent the song. So not only are we going to listen to this song, but we're going to listen to the original song as well. Did you see how Chris Brown redid? It was a song that. I need to think of the name.
He got so many, I couldn't even
I know,
say.
he redid a song by. I'll find it. When we get more time, I'll play it, and then you guys, and I'll show you the original song and how.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
too. I just don't remember it either.
Yeah, but it was originally done by an African singer, and he paid tribute to that in some way, but he made it into like a modern kind of R&B dance type of routine. But it was done back in like 2005 or.
Oh, okay.
And you know how music is. The power of music is when you hear like a tune, like you guys automatically knew when you heard that song who originally sang it and where it came from. Kind of like the way that's just the way. That's the power of music. It's
right.
Like they say, music is the voice of God. So it takes you back to a place. So we knew exactly who it came from automatically.
Right.
Rena Phoenix.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm with that. Ooh.
That's why I'm going to tell Jay Lott. I like the song, but I will not be playing it in my bedroom because you're my homie. You turn me off.
You ain't doing
like he's standing over the corner watching.
But I love the song, brother. I love the song.
Burning, right?
Thanks.
All right, what we got next, TT?
We're about to go to that Raz featuring Deck and Bo. STL Fitted. What?
Let's talk about that.
STL Fitted?
STL fitted on. STL jersey with my STL fitted on. Can't leave about the house without my STL fitted on. Without my fitted on. Setting up my gold grill, then I slip my jeans on. White beater, white tee, then I slip my kicks on. Checking out the colors and I got money green on. So you know I gotta put a money green fitted on. Rested death, dirty dirt, you know I'm G'd up. And I'm in a good mood, my fitted turn to the front. Some like this to the side or straight to the back. Some cock to the left or right, it just depends on where you at. Earn fit, then I get. Gotta have a new fitted with it. It's like a fashion show every day. I come with it and it's fitted, so you know that it's easy to slip on. But if it's did to my surprise, I go slip another on. In the club with my homies, taking pictures with my fitted on. Real shining, girls on it, so you know it's on. From Sunday to Monday, you know I keep a new fitted on. If you're 20 fitted strong, go ahead and sing along. All white tee with my STL fitted on. STL jersey with my STL fitted on. Can't leave up out the house without my STL fitted on. Without my fitted on. All white tee with my STL fitted on. STL jersey with my STL fitted on. Can't leave up out the house without my STL fitted on. Without my fitted. I got my fitted on. Caught in Jersey, finna get it lit at home. I get it, boy. Count it, boy. Finna pull your player car. I'm hitting east. Rolling leather, and I got the bidder finna flood the streets. Hop out the caddy, jump in the Chevy, need a sandwich. Call it in, make sure it's ready. Get the vest soda. St. Paul, got me feeling heavy. Hit the Galleria, spin the cheap. Now that's a bag, then I blow the beat with the homie Bo and my nigga Raz. Then I roll to a valley. Bumping like Cali, I'm making moves in the shadows, and now she calling me daddy. I got the button back, had to switch it over to fitted deck on my hat. STL, gotta show my city, make it back to the shoot. Big couple beats for the loot. I'm cool with the red and the blue. I make it false like I'm who. I usually hang in the back. Now I'm front and center. I had to throw on the fitted to match his blast track. All white tee with my STL fitted on. STL jersey with my STL fitted on. Can't leave up out the house without my STL fitted on. Without my fitted on. All white tee with my STL fitted on. STL jersey with my STL fitted on. Can't leave up out the house without my STL fitted on. Without my fitted. I'm from the loose, so
you know I'm in that Cardinals hat. Feeling like I'm Ozzie Smith and the stadium's packed. New fitted on my head and I'm rocking like a crown. Looking like an athlete when I come in your town. Anchoring in the booth cause I'm known to get loose. I'm a home run hitter but I'm not Babe Ruth. I'm a bird like Perry when I'm running the field. A long way from Buffalo but I'm paying my bills. On the west I'm the best and I'm looking like a G. Raiders hat, Easy E, Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. You can call me Steph Curry cause I'm bound by the three. Got the Lakers, got the Pistons and I got the KC. And you know I got the Rams even though they ass gone. Looking like a hockey player when I got my blues on. Fresh tea, corner store, money clan getting more. Elko, Iceman, and it name Bo, rockin' fitteds.
White tee with my STL fitted on. STL jersey with my STL fitted on. Leave up my house when I'm fitted on. All white tee with my STL fitted on. STL jersey with my STL fitted on. Leave up my house when I'm STL fitted on. Without my fitted on.
Hey.
Alright.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
Who was that?
That was Raz featuring Deck and Both. And that was
Is they there?
STL Fit. Yeah.
They from the
STL's on.
Yep. Homegrown.
Hey, yo. That track was hard as hell.
With that STL fitted
That track was hard as hell. I need y'all Instagrams and stuff. Like I want to network with them definitely.
Exactly.
First dude came on there like sliding like Saber a little bit. Like hold on, had that little swag with it. All right.
All day.
I'm feeling that. Y'all got me over here dancing on the porch. Neighbors all walking past, walking their dogs. Like what's going on?
Tell them.
Louiswood Radio.
Right, tell them I'm in St. Louis for the day. What's up?
And then you can get us on our Instagram. Our Instagram, Louis Wood Radio. You can get us on that Instagram and then reach out to us, and I'll get you everybody else Instagram. Is that
all right, Louis Wood Radio. Yeah. Hold on, I'm taking notes now. She ready.
LOUWEWOOD.
Yep. All right, Chuck, what you thought about that?
It was a whole St. Louis vibe. You know, it reminded me of my go-go dancer days, walking into the club and just like completely losing control. You know?
Right.
You know how it is when you get the right tune. When you just walk in and I'm an artist, so that's what
the soundtrack for the night.
Right.
Exactly.
I go in there and then this is the song that I hear when I walk in there. It's gonna stay with you the entire evening. So it's a great way to start off the evening.
Exactly.
All day. Good shit.
Rena Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm putting with that.
Tweezy.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. And just a little nugget. I'm shooting a video for it, so yeah, you know the STL Fitty, you can't go wrong, especially with the right people.
Exactly.
Raz, Deck Free was very hard. He like my favorite verse, but Bo. Come on, man.
Okay.
That's the one I went last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm catching on.
It's real shit. Bo ripped that shit at the end, and that's why. I definitely want to hear that again. All day.
Anytime, just them niggas in general. Anytime you need Bo and Elko to show up, you call them.
Right.
Look. They gonna show up.
DN for the
DN for the win. All right.
I'm gonna make a trip out there soon. I'm definitely gonna link with y'all.
Okay. All right. We about to go to that Money, Sex, and Murder by Yaya Jones.
Woo.
What?
Uh-oh.
Money, sex, and murder is the street creed. If I don't talk about it, they gon' miss me. I needed dollars, started robbing, I was 16. Fuck some bitches, pop a bottle, y'all can sip lean. Chasing out the bands, I'm about to hop the gate. Then it cost $1,000, I don't know what I just ate. Make her lose her pants, I'm about to find the safe. I might lose some friends, but I'm never losing weight. Make shit shake, money never waits. Bitch stripping state to state. Baby daddy great, yeah, but he trying to fight the case. Homie stitching in his face. Hustle for his bond, baby body was the bomb. Don't know what's going on, really used as a pawn. Falling for my charm, seen the rollie on my arm. Money, sex, and murder is a street gang. If I don't talk about it, they gon' miss me. I needed $1, started robbing, I was 16. Go to the bitches, pop a body, I can sip me. Chasing at the bands,
Yeah. And that was Money, Sex, and Murder by Yaya Jones.
Yeah, Jones. That was a nice song.
Okay.
That was some detail.
Yeah, that
Okay.
Yeah.
The story had you
Pushing your feelings
intrigued.
a
Like
little
you was
bit.
literally sitting up listening. Like what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next?
Yeah.
And that breakdown that took me back to Cleo. Like when she was dying, I was like, wait a minute. I ain't trying to watch that movie no more.
I know that was okay, because I was wondering, I felt very familiar.
Okay.
Okay, Lee.
This one got a nice vibe behind it.
Okay, all right. Chuck, what you thought about that?
We need to stop judging songs by the cover because it was really, I mean, it was incredibly creative.
Yeah,
It
I did not see that coming.
Very dark. Yeah, I didn't. It was like when you said the title, I didn't think I was gonna like it, and then whenever, like from the very beginning all the way until end, I absolutely loved it. It was very. It told a really impeccable story.
Right.
It did.
Very powerful.
It really did.
It's wonderful how we're able to infuse like rap and very serious type of music together. I see that's what we're heading into in the next generation of music collaboration with all different types of artists. You know, let's get a pop artist in there with a rapper and really create
or
something.
Country.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's
Rena Phoenix.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. That's something that you could put on and just, you know what I'm saying? That's like almost like a meditation song. You know, something that just take you back and just let you unwind and just kind of go over your thoughts. So yeah, I like that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that.
I love it. You know, I'm a kind of standoffish person when I'm taking care of business because I gotta, I'm keeping shit.
Exactly.
But he came to me, he was like, yeah, I need to give this song to you because you back here chilling, you in the cut.
Yeah.
So he kind of knew it, and I peep people who peep shit. Like if you peep something, like I'm not in your face. I'm laid back. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I'm not a boss. You know, a lot of motherfuckers be in your face talking that boss shit.
Exactly.
But they not bosses.
That's
you
where
know
them
what
details versus big ideas come in.
Exactly. So he came to me like, I see you in the cut chilling. Let me give you this song. And I'm like, okay. So normally people send me songs all the time and I might not look at it, but I like people who got detail.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And peep shit. So I love that. I appreciate the love, bro. That's all day. It's all good. And I give that another 10 because, hey, that it's deep. Yeah, it was deep. It was a deep song, and I know you thought about that.
Right. But, that was something a lot of people can relate to. I mean, it was really, really, really dark, and you can really feel it in the lyrics. And, especially when the serious moments came in with that other vocal artist. I mean, that takes enormous courage to take that kind of a risk right into a song like that, and then to have people like us review it. Yeah. That's really because he's gonna listen to this and he's gonna really take into account what we said. I just thought it was brilliant.
All day.
Yeah, I liked
all day. All right.
It took all of our attention in a different way, didn't it?
Exactly. I just automatically went to Cleo on that part. All right, we're about to pay some bills. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit that line at 515-599-1687.
Yeah.
Give us some input on these songs. Y'all want y'all songs played? Hit up scratchedbyt@gmail.com. And again, that's scratchedbyt@gmail.com. Get your songs played. We about to go to that struggle by Tweezy the Don of the new Welcome to Louis Wood EP. Go cop that on all digital platforms.
I put the wrong song. It's getting dough.
Oh,
that's my fault.
All right. Well, we finna go to that Getting Dough by Tweezy the Don.
Getting Dough. Ooh,
hey.
That's my fault.
Welcome to Louis Wood, baby. Where your dreams can come true. Holy shit.
They run a week gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Up the ground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get it ducking. Spray the scene with the drink go. Nobody make a move unless we say so. Blood in, blood out. Now I
about getting dough. We get the bag, we snatch the bag. If you don't drop it, I'ma pick it up. Don't get twisted, we on a mission. We in this game, rip it up. Get rich, you block, you crony stuck. We in the strip, throw it back in. Holla at my fam, man. I need about 4 niggas, hey. Read up, I'm back, let's stack, get racks. Get them racks. Fade back, off tag, retract, bring back, pull up in the line. Pull up in the line. About to get this shit lit. Everybody with me rich. Haters ain't spinning shit. Hey, make it flip, you know the rules. You know the rules. You know the rules. Slice it up, make it do what it do. Ooh, 100 bands when we land in the Grand. King Zeus, promo queen. That's another 100 bands. Let's count it. Gunning from the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Underground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get it done. Spray the scene with the Draco. Nobody nigga move unless we say so. Blood in, blood out. Now I thought we all about getting dough. 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 We all about getting dough.
We make it flip, you know the rules. We getting it, we light it up, ooh, we getting it. 100 bands when we land, ooh, we getting it. Now that's another 100 bands, fam.
I'm all about the dough. These girls are too slow. I'm about to treat your hoe to this beat that is cold. Cash out be popping, yo. Bank account on overflow. They ballin' down that bro. We bringin' it overload. We got the butts and the bitches hitting like hit 'em, man. We in the blue way too real. You might get banned. Call me son of Sam. 44 in my hand. Decapitate anybody trying to take my stand. We on a mission to get this cash. If you don't like you, kiss my ass. Hey, we in the club and we beat shit down. Tab open all night long, so start the next round. We clown. They running, we gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Underground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get it done. Spray the scene with the Draco. Nobody nigga move unless we say so. Blood in, blood out. Yeah, rock out, we all about getting dough. 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 We all about getting dough.
Right. We make it flip, you know the rules.
You know the rules.
We getting it, we light it up, oh, we getting it. 100 bands when we land, oh, we getting it. Now that's another 100 bands, fam.
Alright, okay.
This is Louis Wood Radio.
It's my house, and if you don't like it, you get the fuck out.
Yeah, that was getting dough off my new EP. Welcome to Louis Wood. That's the number 2. It's out. It's hot. Go get that shit, please. Now, if you want to be featured as the artist of the month, DM Louis Wood Radio for details. So with that, you're going to get 2 songs played on the show every Saturday. You'll get to perform at an event thrown by SoldierByBlood.com, the Playground TV, and My City, My Music, and an exclusive interview catered to what you want with me and my beautiful and sensational 2 lovely co-hosts, Raina Phoenix and TT the Don Dada.
All day.
Come on, now let's get it. Get at us. We winning over here. Again, tune in to Louis Wood Radio on MyCityMyMusic.com every Saturday at 6 p.m. and check us out on Facebook. So now, let's get to.
You are now entering the Petty Zone.
All right. So now let's go ahead and get to the Petty Zone. And this is something very, very, very personal to me because this week been kind of fucking interesting. It's been good, of course, but it's been interesting. So this question is, why do baby mamas and baby daddies try and make you feel bad when you moving on in life quite well without the ass? Let's get petty. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off before we get to the guests. I don't motherfucking know, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, motherfuckers. You had your goddamn chance to be great. You had your chance to be great with some great motherfuckers. So you lost that chance. Motherfucker moved on, and they got with somebody who's great with them. and now you want to act a goddamn fool. Shut the fuck up. That's all I gotta say.
You know why?
Shut the fuck up and be happy that a motherfucker moved on from your ass and still happy. Why do you want people to be mad, sad? I don't get it. Look, I got baby mamas. I have 4 baby mamas. And I would love for y'all ass to get a man so you can shut the fuck up talking to me. Because I'm happy with my queen and I don't need your ass. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till my children, like I got my youngest daughter is 15 years old. I don't have to talk to your mama no more. I don't have to talk to her no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't. When you get like 15 and I don't gotta talk to her no more. I can talk to you, blah blah blah. We ain't doing birthdays together. I'm not doing none of that shit with you. They have 2 birthdays. They have a birthday with you, and they have a birthday with me. I ain't gonna argue if it's on the day of the birthday. Well, you want to have the first birthday? I give you dibs on this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You want it on the birthday? Okay,
anyway.
that's cool. You got it on the birthday, I give her another birthday.
Exactly.
She had 2 sweet 16s. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how we rock. So I don't get that bullshit. Move the fuck on. What happened was you fucked up.
Exactly.
That's what happened. You fucked up. You thought that blah 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 blue blue blue, and it didn't happen your way, but it did mine because I'm smart.
Exactly.
And I'm a good man. Oops. On this one is normally ladies first, Lee Guns, but I want to start with Chuck on this one.
Well, that's fine. Go ahead.
Ready.
To be honest with you, I love it when they get mad. I love it when they get jealous. I love it when they miss what they had. I love reminding them of how good it really was back when.
Right.
Because I let them know how good I have it now and be like, oh, you missed your chance. I love it. Because I always knew that I was on to bigger and better things. I always knew that once that chapter was finished, on to the next one who supported me. You know, no matter what, there was always somebody. No matter what, they always all supported me, and I never forget that always. But I do love it when they get mad, when I have found somebody who makes me happy. And, you know, going into I do love it though. It's just,
I just look at his eyes. He love it. He's serious. He love it.
Love it. Yeah, squirm, bitch.
It's not that I'm trying to make them jealous or anything like that, but I mean, I do love how they tapped out at that moment when just around the corner I was desperate. That great opportunity came along.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Oh,
I enjoy watching when times change and people change, and then you look back and be like, oh,
That's one of them moments you're like, did we really go together? What was I thinking? God damn.
Who are you?
All right. Before we get to you, to Lee Guns, we got somebody on my live. He said, good question. He said he don't care either, but he said he can have custody of his daughter. So I didn't have to go through that, and I had my daughter since she was born. That's real. Hey, man, let me give you props for that, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Okay.
Eliminate all that drama real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, what you think about that?
Okay.
This straight tastes like soup.
So my opinion, because I dealt with it, but it was like the other way around, like baby daddy drama.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like at first it'd be cool if you like, oh, that's cute, he still like me, he's still trying to find, if he's still trying to find ways to get to me, watching my page, at first it's cute and shit, but then it's like, all right, now look, bruh, like you playing with my patience, dog, like for real, like it been too long, like it been some years, I done been in a relationship, I don't know why you so jealous, I don't know what's wrong, I ain't contacting you, I'm contacting you about our daughter, you trying to bring up other shit. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what? Now you can't call me. Now we just got a text. Then the text go to now we can't talk at all. Like tell your mom to tell my mom, or like it'd be crazy. Like I just get to the point where it's like I don't want to communicate no more because trying to talk to you ain't working. Like I'm trying to co-parent and you trying to be on some personal shit when I ain't been involved with you in damn near a decade.
Right.
Like, you should be feeling salty about anything. and then I feel you on that separate party type shit. I'm like, you know, I had to tell my people, like, if y'all invite him to one more motherfucking event, like, y'all can be mad. Like, it's either like, look, he coming or I'm coming.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Not
Because if y'all keep forcing me around him and y'all don't really know the details behind these text messages and stuff, like when I snap out and I just go on and start swinging on them, y'all gonna be looking like, oh, she's crazy. Da, 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 da. She did. I told y'all, and y'all know my attitude for the people who know me. So it's like, you know, sometimes it's cool. It's one day it's co-parenting and the next day is, oh, you did this, you did that, and daddy, you wasn't there. Like, come on, like. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. If I can move the fuck on, fuck you.
All day.
Always remember though that there's always I can't relate. I always I have good chemistry with my my two kids' moms. So and when I have moved on, they have gotten jealous. Believe me. But we have an understanding that it's all about our kids, no matter what.
So could you give me some tips? Because I promise you, I be trying, and it don't work. It does not work for me. So what did you do?
Yeah, look,
how did you work?
Look, just get up in their face and let them know.
Let me give you an advice. Continue to not to give a fuck because it's about the difference in people. People are different. He might have the right type of females.
Well, hold on, but wait a minute. No, there were times when things were difficult, but you just have to get up in their face and let them know that times have passed. I do that.
I did the same thing.
I have a witness right here. I do the same thing.
But that's different. Yeah. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, if he's the type of person who just gonna be like that, you just gotta continue to be who you are and just move on.
Yeah, try to come around and do little slick stuff, and it's to the point where. It's affecting my daughter now. Like, he's 14 now, and it's like when he's around, like, I try to fake it and stuff, and hey, and give a little hug. Hey, how you doing? And it's just like, you ever been to the point where somebody's presence
you doing too much. Don't get no hugs. I do it like this, just like Chuck said, in the face type shit. Yeah, I do that, and I be blunt with that. When I got a queen, I can't hug you.
Yeah.
I ain't hugging
you.
Do
they try to upstage you or make you jealous or anything like that?
No, see, I'm not in a relationship or anything, so it's not like nobody else be around or nothing. It's just like,
I don't know.
You gotta act like you in a relationship.
Do what?
I just don't want my daughter to be seeing it, because it's really kind of like get away from me, like.
No, but this the thing. You gotta let your daughter know that. Even though y'all not together, y'all can be cordial, but you would know lovey emotional type stuff because that's not.
Yeah, you can't be doubling
especially
back.
If the father is not taking it right. Now, if that's even with what if you get a man? When you get your man, you think your man want to see you hugging your baby daddy?
Right.
No, when I had him, it was like he was trying to find out about him. He wanted to find out where he worked at. He was asking my daughter about him.
Yeah, so you got one of them.
Are you trying to do something?
No,
you got one of those.
So he hasn't moved
Was she gonna go to his job and go order something? Oh my
God!
God!
You need to get you a doc. We gonna hook you up with Doc. we gonna hook you up with Doc because you need.
I'm cool. I'm in a relationship with my music. I don't want no. I don't need no distractions. I don't need that type of.
Right.
I don't want that type of energy.
That right now. But wait till you get a load of Doc. All right. All right. Who we on next? TT. We gonna go ahead and go to you. What you think about that?
I think two factors play in it. The two factors. See, I just lost my train of thought.
Y'all can go ahead and eat.
Yeah. The two factors is bitterness and jealousy.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. They bitter and jealous cause it's like they just like, well, we could have did this together. We could have did it together, but you didn't want to do it when you was with me. So now you with this new person and she's not doing what I did. So now you're stuck.
Right,
be stuck. I don't care. Be stuck.
Right.
You don't know over there with your 20.
The irony and all that. Don't don't you kind of love it in your own way? Because
Yeah.
It's like you've moved on. You're happy. You're still stuck in this place.
I'm the petty person too. Like you coming somewhere. If you coming somewhere, you gonna be with her. I'm coming too, cause I'm finna see like what she got. Cause she ain't better than me. What she got? So I'm finna be petty, and I might speak to him like, "What's up, sis? This your man, girl. He ain't shit."
So you just know that you're better than that other bitch.
You always gotta know. You always gotta know.
Rena Phoenix.
Oh, here we go.
What you got, baby girl? The birthday girl.
Birthday girl.
Happy birthday to you.
Tuesday. You know how I am. I don't know.
We don't know. Tell them.
Louiswood Radio want to know.
Oh yeah.
How are you?
Past relationships, baby daddies.
I only had one, so you know what I'm saying. It's like he moved out of town.
Do you communicate?
No.
Say what for?
No, nothing.
No, nothing. Okay. And you're okay with that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Good.
I think that's why he left.
She left out of town and left her to me. Ooh.
Ooh.
So that's it.
Okay. Well, we ain't gonna go too forward to that, I guess. No, what you got to say, Chuck?
Lucky you. Me, I got stragglers that never kind of go away. That I got ex-lovers.
Hate those.
Hang around, and I mean it's okay.
I got a special type of relationship
reality
though.
Check, like I need to know who I
those.
really am, but I mean still it's kind of like.
I got a special relationship with my creator, so
yeah,
things will have to be in a certain place, and once it's certain things or just I can't really speak too much on it because everybody don't understand, but it's good.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Here. I'm lucky and blessed.
Yeah.
All day. All right. So I think we got really petty in petty zone. So we gonna move on. Let me see. Comment on the live. Also be a part of the show or hit that line at 515, which y'all been doing. 599-1687. Shout out to Jay Spence, man. We'll get you on there. We get your artists on here, man. Just email us, and we'll get you on the interview.
Mm-hmm.
We about to go to that Lando.
We about that work
all night long.
I can't wait till weekend. We gon' hit the mall up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. I can't wait till the weekend. It's Friday, my first class. Open my day with first pass. Cause kicking it with my dogs, hanging out at the mall is all that's on my mind at the time. No worries about school. Forget about the homework I didn't do. So that extra credit, forget it, you ready? I'm ready, let's get it. If you with it on Sunday, it's ending. I can't wait till weekend. We gon' hit the mall up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. It's Saturday, I just got a call from my homeboys, they ready to hit the mall. So I'm swagged out to the max. We got a lot of bags. Everything we wanted, we grabbed. I'm ready to do this, to party and dance to the music. So that extra credit, forget it, you ready? I'm ready, let's get it. If you with it on Sunday, it's ending. I can't wait till the weekend. We gon' hit them all up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. I can't wait till the weekend. We gon' hit them all up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. I can't wait till the weekend.
Killing it.
This is Louis Wood Radio.
We call this here a little twin. Give me my goddamn money.
That was All Night Long by Lando. And now, SoldierByBlood.com brings you Facebook News.
Yeah.
I'm Jeffrey Barbersnapper, and if Lit was a crew, it would look like us. In sports, the NBA has started, and they are playing in Orlando, Florida, Disney World, aka the Bubble. With the harsh restrictions until whoever wins the finals, players cannot leave the bubble. And an interview with Andre Wills, aka Big Jump Back Bitches, he said, quote unquote, this bubble can suck my dick. If I can't bring bitches to that, I mean, I'm gonna be busting this bubble, if you know what I mean. Players are already going AWOL. Lemon Pepper Lou, a first-round pick, was caught at the local strip club, the Flamingo, just yesterday. He said that he was there for the cinnamon buns.
Oh, cinnamon.
Oh, that's what they call them now.
It's just a coincidence that that was the name of the stripper who claimed she was having his baby. Those must be some glazed cinnamon buns now. All right. We gonna go to Bricks, Montana joke of the day. A man saw a lady with big breast. He asked, "Excuse me, can I bite your breast for $1,000?" She agrees. So they go to the secluded corner. She opened up her blouse and the man puts his face in her breast for 10 minutes. Eventually the lady asks, "Weren't you gonna bite him?" He replies, "No, it's too expensive."
It took her 10 minutes though.
Hey TT the Don Dada, what's going on in your world?
Oh man, shut up. Shout out to the R&B world. I gotta give it up. My favorite singer, Brandy, has dropped an album, B7. Hey.
All right.
And then we got Moesha on Netflix tonight. So I'm finna go home and watch Moesha all night. So
Wait a minute, so it's a what's it? A series?
yeah, the old episodes.
Oh,
All
okay.
of season 1. Mo to the A.
Moesha.
Yeah, shout out to Brandy on that album. It's a good album. Been listening to it back and forth. Y'all copped it. It's real good. Hey now, this is TT the Dundada.
Who?
Y'all better ask somebody.
Yeah.
Better in studio deals. Got the best services on deck from multiple studios, green room, video shoots, and for you models, we got those headshots and all. I'm gonna need y'all to hit that line at 314-299-9552. and ask for who? Doc Dillinger,
The man with the plan.
Cause he got solo portraits for $25. He got couples, $35. Shoot, I might book my session today, but I might have to wait cause we on the love boat with Mr. Doc Dillinger.
Ooh, sorry.
But, so again, call 314-299-9552 or email the Playground TV at outlook.com. Get your next promo lit.
Yeah.
And make sure y'all know, keep them weaves fresh, tracks and texts, and your baby daddy and or baby mama out my DMs.
Oh my.
Period.
I heard that. So yes, in lighter news, if you are thinking about catering, you should be thinking T's Kitchen.
Yes.
One of the best caterers in the STL area, and she has a delicious selection from soul food to vegan dishes. Ooh. So hit up. Oh yeah, don't forget about Seafood Sunday. Yes, definitely check her out and them steak platters. So T's Kitchen, you can check her out on Facebook or text her at 314-546-5488 and tell them Louis Wood Radio sent you.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was Facebook News powered by SoldierByBlood.com. Make sure you go to SoldierByBlood.com for your news media and go like it on Facebook. If it's not on Facebook, it's not news. Nope. All right, we about to go to that Can't Hide by YL 5900.
No, you can't.
No, you can't hide no more. No, you can't hide no more. Can't hide no more. No, you can't hide no more. In the jungle where it get wicked. Anybody down for the war? Lot about it, dropping time. I was kinda hurt, you gotta bury your own. Got your brother just up the road. Y'all was supposed to be in that phone. Lot of pain, see how she play. Chris can't hide from the dark. What's done in the dark is shown in the light. It ain't no changing that nigga. I just want my pockets bigger. Yeah, wrong place in the wrong time. Fighting cases blow my mind. Can't blame nobody but me. Choices made, I had to see. Yeah, no, you can't hide no more. 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 Plenty when they gone friendship before, so ask me again, do I care? I done came a long way, yeah. I done seen a lot of pain, yeah. Saw my OG banging down, crying. I swear I ain't never been the same. No, yeah. My daddy told me had to break down and pray Lord for crying. I forgive him. A lot of sacrifices made, yeah. Watch me daddy make a way, yeah. Cold nights still ain't shit, but my mind still doing a race. Oh, yeah. In the jungle where it get wicked. Anybody down for the war? Lot of bodies dropping time. Mama's trying to hurt you, gotta bury your own. Got your brother Justin up the road. Y'all was supposed to be in that phone. Lot of pain, see how she play. Crazy, can't hide from the dark. No, you can't hide no more. 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 No, you can't hide no more.
Killing it. This is Lou Weed Wood Radio. You're gonna learn today.
All right. Yeah, so welcome back to Louis Wood Radio, and that was Can't Hide by YL 5900. And I hope you've been having a good time with us here today on Louis Wood Radio with Chuck Pfoutz and Lee Gunna. You already know how it goes. You know, can't nobody stop what God has destined for us, and today has been destined. So now we're about to get into some questions. Okay. So first, Chuck, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think about the fashion culture of today?
The fashion culture of today, I mean, I think it's just absolutely remarkable.
Mhm.
Especially like the diversity and gender and there's so many things that just don't have a play when it comes to fashion. I mean, these things just don't matter in that world. I mean, I'm able to like really live creatively more than I ever have. I mean, whenever I turned my career over to fashion, I mean, everything was fine after that. I never
Mhm.
had to worry about a single thing after that. Everything that I ever did when it came to the world of fashion was respected.
Yeah.
Everything when it came to my career was respected after
Yeah.
that. So I mean, that was the power of turning over into that industry.
Mhm.
The industry that I worked in before was not that friendly. I worked in kind of the LGBT community. I worked in the drag industry. And I worked in a lot of other really the bowels of that world, and really seeing like some of the darker areas of that world. And I saw a lot of things that that really traumatized me in that way. Like when Pulse happened, we were right there. Like we were like, we had a flight down there at Pulse like right when it happened. I mean, we saw so many traumatic things, historical things that happened in the community. Like I said, it was destined for me to work in fashion, but it was also destined for me to go into that world as well. And when we did the Controversy and STL fashion show, we highlighted a lot of problems. Like when I was pretty much ending my role in the community at this point. So we made an effort to kind of highlight something that hasn't not really been talked about, and that is the hate crimes in the Black trans community. And so we chose a particular model who had endured some domestic violence prior to our show, and she actually couldn't make her casting call because she was recovering from a domestic violence a situation. She even lost her eye. And she told us about that, and then we invited her to our show, and what we decided to do was conduct an investigation into these hate crimes and kind of like really go into why are these things happening? Why is this still why especially in the Black community in general? And we felt that it was like an issue in the Black community. And we went to this organization and we asked them to like maybe if we could do something to address this issue. They refused to do it all around.
Right.
This particular model went to this organization for help, and they refused to help her because she was Black. And I mean, so
Can
like
you say what this organization is?
I don't want to say it on the radio, but I mean, you can. I have the information right here.
Okay.
But
can we say it or you?
You can.
This ain't the petty zone, but y'all know it ain't far away.
And she went to this organization for help, and they refused to help her, and like they reacted in a racial manner. And then when she told us about this, when they brought it to our attention, we just like we were getting ready to make a donation to them. We were getting ready to do a show for them. We backed out of it immediately, and we took one look at their board members, and we noticed that they were all white. And I was like, this show is not quite diverse enough, in comparison to the casting that we have. We have a nice diverse cast, and we just didn't feel like. When we were gathering the details of the show and like the designers and all of that, they weren't really quite down with kind of that community is very divided. So like I guess with what we presented to them, they weren't quite down with it. And then whenever we decided to kind of like part ways, they kind of reacted in sort of like very shady and like a rather racial manner. And when you read that article, you can see all kinds of nasty things that they wrote about me in that article. And then we responded with this article to kind of smooth over that one, because that was pretty much a smear campaign, and we actually documented in detail that they were actually trying to target me, like clout chasing. Have you ever, that's
I know what that means.
That's what that's the word that they use to describe it these days. But these people were, and we actually caught them in public trying to, do things to make up things about me. They tried to say that I was racist. They tried to say that I was transphobic. They tried to say that I was out for my own personal or financial gain. Right, exactly. And when you read that article, you're like, what?
It's what they are.
Yeah,
they saying
exactly.
Yeah.
And they were doing, and they wrote this crap to cover their ass. And like everything that I did was absolutely correct. And people always talk about how whenever you become a public figure, and this is to what's her name, who's on the air as well, when you're becoming a public figure, always prepared on how to respond to these type of situations, because like this one, they wrote an article about me, it's in print, it's forever out there, so I had to figure out how to counterbalance that. I had to do everything in my power to counterbalance that, and then so I responded with this article, and then when I, because that's exactly what they wanted publicity off of me, and we actually caught them in public trying to make up stories about me. They didn't even know who I was, and I was talking to them, and they were talking about me, and they didn't even know who I was. They didn't even know what I looked like.
They talking to you about you and lying on you about you.
You know this guy Chuck Pfoutz, he's just...
So you couldn't do like defamation of character as far as like love?
How can you sit here and say this stuff about me when you've never even met me before and you don't even know who I am?
Exactly.
And my team was right there with me while it was all going on, so they actually saw and heard everything.
Wow.
A really good friend of mine, and Miko. Miko was with me, and Miko heard this going on too. And then like we knew that something was going on, so right away we just did everything we could to try to get out of the present situation. I was actually on your show promoting that show at the time. And we were actually doing everything we could to get out of that situation, but obviously we had to go and take it a public route instead of actually doing it privately, because we tried to do everything privately all the way up until that situation happened. It just so happened to be during Black History Month.
Wow.
So when they were racist to us and racist to my team members and my cast members and all that, we addressed it during Black History Month. So it just did not go well with everybody. And the way that we responded to this situation was completely impeccable. We got the entire community's attention. We got their racism addressed, and we got everything noted the way that we were supposed to. And when it comes to pride in general, though, pride is built on the Black community. Okay, it was a black trans individual who threw the brick, who created the Stonewall riots. Yeah. We don't pay. This organization does not know anything about that, or doesn't have the capability of referencing that. They choose to be the voice of the community. And there was a lot of people in the trans community who were really pissed off by that article, and they said, you do not speak for this community at all, and that what you wrote about him was wrong. You attacked one of our most valuable allies, and that was wrong. And so it just created a whole entire whirlwind. And the effort that they went to try to clean it up, with all of this crap happening, with everything that was going on in the world, and the racism, everything's coming out, and all of that, they tried to cover themselves by saying that they support the Black community, yet they don't know anybody who works not really they're using individuals to gain support in the Black community instead of actually being like I was and supporting the Black community all along. Right. You should be supporting your brothers and sisters all along, no matter what. At the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all related in some way.
Some kind of way.
Just because of the color of our skin, there's millions of years have gone by since humanity has been created. Okay, at the end of the day, we're all mixed in our own way. We're all mutts in our own way.
Everybody got something going on.
If they can do a DNA test on us and find all of our DNA, find out all of our ancestors, then guess what? Then we're not really who we say we are. Right. Okay, we don't really know who we really are.
Right.
It's important to know who we really are. And it was just totally wrong for this organization to react in that way and to actually sit there and slander somebody like me and to actually attack them for working in the community and supporting the community. And it really did piss me off, and it made me question everything that I believed in as a person. And I'm sure when you read that shit, it's like, if you guys said that about me, I would be really, really, really upset about me. But because these individuals did not know me, I really didn't care as much. It took me a whole 7 days to get over, and then another week to get over dealing with the situation. And then after that, it was done. Okay, and I had situations.
So you didn't think about suing the organization for defamation of character or anything?
I did think about that, but suing a nonprofit organization really is bad press, and they really do a lot for the community in general. So I didn't want to attack them in that way, but I did attack them in a sense that they needed to teach diversity classes to their organization, and I did attack them for it, and it did happen. So they are teaching their organization free diversity classes, and that's all
that's
really
good.
Was that justice to be served.
Right.
And just what you saying, they should do that. They should have been did that. So if you ain't teaching diversity,
it should be mandatory.
Yeah,
but you look at Black Pride. Okay, Black Pride is invented in the sense that the Black community wants to come together and celebrate the fact that they're Black. Okay, that's what you all believe. Okay, well, the Black Pride when it comes to St. Louis is Black Gay Pride. And that's the difference. Finally, it's all coming out and what's actually being revealed about it. And so hopefully they're getting the support that they rightfully deserve, because they're majorly underfunded. And, when you're dealing with Pride St. Louis and then you're dealing with St. Louis Gay, St. Louis Black Gay Pride, these two things are they're totally separated. They're underfunded.
Right.
And why isn't the Black community have more oversight in Pride St. Louis? Why are we so divided? Why do we even need Black Pride? Why do we need Hispanic Pride? Why do we need Latin Pride? Why do we need China? Why do we need all of these things if this particular organization got it right, which means we need more diversity on the board, we need more diversity in the culture, and it just all goes down to diversity, okay? And we need proper representation to make sure that diversity is being heard properly, and that's the big conflict that's going on in the St. Louis gay community, and actually in Missouri in general, because I found out that they're having the same problems in Kansas City as well. They actually abolished their board, and they're looking for new leadership.
Wow.
So here, I think they're trying to listen and learn from their mistakes, but I mean, it's still, there's still a lot that needs to be done, but I mean, it's built on, like I said, 40 years of corruption,
right?
And there's just so much, it's
more than that.
It's like, it's pretty much like the commercial capitalism has ruined the spirit of pride, and thank goodness, like a lot of LGBT organizations are signing on to like Black Lives Matter, and so we're getting a lot more diversity into the culture, and I mean, it's just going to be a very interesting decade on how everything plays out, on how we can solve a lot of these racial problems. Because me, I wouldn't go into a restaurant if it was like if there was racism involved or anything like that. I actually experienced racism in a restaurant once. Told the manager about it. They kicked the individual out. And that was the way it was with this organization. They were rather racist. They were telling me I couldn't have these particular cast members in my show because they were, and I mean
that's bold as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid. And I didn't work there anymore for real though. This is kind of like my final tribute to the community. And so I wasn't afraid to tell them off, and I mean, I'll continue to keep telling them off until they get it right. I mean, you don't treat people that way. These are contributors to our community, regardless. These are businesses who support the community.
I got a question,
Sure.
because so it's a gay nonprofit.
It's a trans nonprofit organization,
and they don't like black trans.
Yeah.
Wow.
What confused me about that is the homosexual thing.
Go ahead, here.
Okay. Put me on 5?
Yeah.
Alright, the thing that confused me about that the most isn't homosexual, the pride or whatever, the thing about like the rainbow colors?
It's LGBTQIA+, yeah.
But it's about the rainbow colors,
right?
About all colors.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like,
that's what I'm missing.
I know. So where is everything getting lost? I'm confused. Okay, why is this getting lost? Why is that? Like I said, is commercial capitalism. There's money being poured into it. People are paying to be seen in the parade. People are being paid to be a part of Pride, but there's no unity involved in the situation. You don't hear the voices of the community, and that's what you want to hear. And that's why whenever I photograph Pride, I make sure I photograph the people and not the leaders, because the people are what make up the community, not the leaders. These are the people who vote these people in. So that's why I always highlight this. The community in general is beautiful, especially going to Pride and seeing all these different diverse cultures coming together and just wanting one thing: to be treated equal, unity. That is a beautiful thing. But all of this commercial capitalism is not cutting it. We need to actually hear the voices of the community and actually diversify the community in such a way. And that's why there's like a whole entire arena going around. Like Pride is canceled. With the whole movement with George Floyd and it was a worldwide protest. Okay, and like they said, Stonewall started with a riot. Yeah. Okay, and then it turned into Pride Fest, and that's where we're heading in the next 50 years. Stonewall celebrated the 50th anniversary this past year in 2019. Here we are in the 51st year. Now we got to move forward. What do we hope to accomplish in these next 50 years? We have LGBTQ rights. We have rights in the workplace. Things like that. We have a lot of rights. We don't have all of our rights. But what can we do to where all of us have our rights? Right. And I think that's where we're heading, is what all of us can do united as a world, because at the end of the day, only God can save us at this point, because look at our leaders. Oh, man. Look at our people. Look at who's about to be voted, who could be voted in, and then look at who's already in. Okay? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, though. It's all about leadership, and, it's all about the people who make up the community, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. And, when it comes to this type of situation, they don't speak for the community. The people speak for the community. And, whenever I had to go handle that situation, I just went right in there and said, I will not tolerate the racism in this community. And I will not work here until they get it right. And that's how I ended it right then and there. Is I will not tolerate or enable the racism in the St. Louis LGBT community.
That's
and
well
got
said.
That in a quote right there, and that's all I said.
Right.
I left it at that. Everybody else said everything that they wanted to say, but that one little bit of paragraph was all they needed to hear.
Right.
And that's
right.
when you know what you're doing. That's what happens when you're a public figure, and you have to learn how to handle situations in the public eye.
Right.
So.
That's definitely true because people are looking at you and paying attention to every little detail. So you definitely have to be on it like that. So
and you have to
very
be,
well
and
said.
you have to be very careful about what you
very
do.
Well
so
said.
What we did in that situation was we created a publicity stunt, got everybody's attention, and then we addressed our issue.
Yeah, I see that. So there's a little trick in there.
But people do it all the time.
So yeah, Lee Gunna, you still with us?
I'm still with y'all.
Okay, so I want to ask you something. What is it that you are bringing to the music world that nobody else is bringing?
I would say originality, and being that I write my own music, I don't really have any writers or anything. I'm pretty much doing everything myself. I don't really have any type of like management or anything. So I'm pretty much doing my own footwork. I'm talented enough to write my own songs without any beat and go to a producer like, can you put a beat behind this? So it's like that's my challenge to producers, and I've only met two producers so far that was able to build a beat around my song. But
yeah,
I find myself to be more creative when I'm in silence.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, I have like hustle and flow moments where you hear the beat in your head, but you can't really,
Yep.
So
I got some songs like
I
that
like
myself.
It sounds like you really
Yeah.
know the industry really well, and you're really doing everything in your power to maintain your independence as much as possible. You're on a really good path. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate it because, a lot of people don't, acknowledge certain things, or sometimes as an artist, you just want to hear it. Like,
But
you doing good or proud of you,
You still own you.
Right.
You have not sold out yet.
Right.
There's a thing out there called sell out for a reason.
Sold out yet.
Right.
You took the words out my mouth. He
But I
said,
mean, eventually you're going to have to. Eventually you're going to want to pay the rent. Eventually you're going to want to, you're still in creative control, but eventually you're going to have to bring in some commercialism to get it
I
out
mean,
there
yeah,
further.
but I wouldn't consider it selling out because you can always use a situation to help you get into a better situation.
Right.
So there's been situations where people might sign and go under a contract for maybe, 2 to maybe 5 years or something like that, and then they go independent. But they used the money how they were supposed to. They got the platforms, they got the resources, they did what they needed to do under their contract. So now they, the only struggle is really getting a master's.
AKA.
Now I own that. So it's like,
AKA Ice Cube, AKA Snoop Dogg. Yeah, we got some people out there that do it.
Yeah,
AKA
definitely.
Too Short.
I mean, with that being said, though, so what's your main drive for music this year?
This year, I want to say my family, my daughter. My daughter, she's getting a lot older. I needed to make a transition because I didn't want her to pick up on any bad habits that I was doing, thinking that that's, the only way you could really, earn money, like being in the streets and things like that, if you picking up what I'm putting down.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so that's kind of the way I wanted to, switch my music around a little bit because the stuff I was talking about, I wouldn't want to go and perform in front of my daughter and her friends, like, the type of stuff I'm talking about. So switch the narrative a little bit and just to show her that it's okay to put your own footwork behind your own dreams. Whether if you're the only person who believes in it, whether if it's only me and you who believe in it, or you got, millions of supporters, like, don't never shy away from what your heart's telling you to do because of nobody else's opinion. So I'm trying to tell her, to be, strong-minded, and at the end of the day, fuck what somebody else got to say. If you feel like that's what you want to do and your heart's in it, and that's what you desire to do, then I'm with you 100%. You got my support. But don't be afraid to go out there and put yourself out there to do it.
Oh, baby.
But look at you. You're on this platform. You're promoting your brand. And that's what we do, okay? And that's the power of what me and you are representing on this platform right now. We both still own who we are, and we own our independence, and we're on here promoting ourselves like the way we are.
Right.
Like I said, we have not sold out yet, but we definitely do want that. We definitely do want, but I mean, always be
Just know.
but always be prepared when you sign that contract. Don't give away creative control because you still have to own who you are.
Exactly.
AKA Nick Cannon.
Oh,
Nick.
Shots fired.
Oh, Nick.
TT, you got some questions?
All right, Lee Gunna. What advice do you have to people pursuing what you're doing?
Don't give up. Everything's not gonna be no cakewalk. Everybody ain't gonna greet you with no smile and they hand out. You might meet somebody who might meet you with a stink face at first, like, who? You said you're who?
Right.
You from where? That's all.
Right.
And you might have to build that relationship. Like, I'm going to show you who I am, because I didn't have to do it a lot in Atlanta. So, just, stay down till you come up. Don't really let nobody bend and fold you or nothing like that. Like, just keep a strong head, Stay 10 toes down. If you got to travel by yourself or with a team until you build your team, just do that shit.
Facts.
Amen.
Someone told me this.
Church.
Someone told me this today. Before you save the world, you have to save yourself first.
You do.
You have to.
Yes.
I really did like that.
So I'd rather go out and make the mistakes and then show my daughter the right way to go about it than for her to learn the hard way, for whatever she's trying to do, whether if it's music, she likes to dance. So, she's going to be in a lot of my visuals coming up.
Hey,
Well,
shout out to the daughter.
You're doing it right, kind of like the way I did with my kids too. My kids love what I do, so they're really involved in with what I do. They spend hours looking for clues in my project on what we can do next. And then so like whenever I'm out there, like whenever I did my burlesque show, there was a promo that was out of me. And it was it was a rather kind of like there was a rather naughty look on my face, and then here she is, 8 years old, running around in the neighborhood. Look what my dad's doing tonight, and things like that. And you don't want to sit there and you don't want your kids to pick up on those things. But on the other hand, it was a women empowering project. It was a project that was making women feel good about themselves. I actually didn't mind her going out there and saying those type of things. Do you mind your daughter going out there and promoting your stuff? Like, especially if it's promoting something that is, that has something engaging behind it that you're involved in?
Not at all. I want my daughter, she's my number one fan. So I'm trying to get my logo together because I have ideas behind like clothing lines and stuff like that, little jewelry and things like that. I want to come up with a lip gloss line for my daughter, for her friends and stuff like that. So, I got a lot of big ideas, but I got the details behind them. So I'm just trying to wait till I'm financially stable enough to really put all my plans into motion. But I love that my daughter loves what I'm doing. When I'm pretty sure when my line comes out, her and her friends will be in their TikTok videos and, supporting me with, without knowing that they're supporting me just by wearing my name.
All right. We getting to the end of the hour. So, Lee Gang. I said Lee Gang. I'm thinking of Russell Gang.
He everywhere, ain't he?
But Lee Gunna, we appreciate you staying on for the entire 2 hours, man. We know sometimes there be a burn on some people, but we keep it interesting.
Have fun, play some games.
Right, that's what I'm here for. I appreciate y'all having me. It's a blessing to have the opportunity that I have to have my voice in another state before I was really physically there. So it's like, it's all just, going into my catalog. I'm building my memories and everything so I can sit back and tell my kids, my grandkids, like, this is what I done. This is what it takes.
All day. And make sure that you get with MJ and have us send us some more of your music, and make sure that we definitely get another interview with you.
All day.
Definitely will. I already follow you too, so I'm gonna make sure I DM you. My link to my music, to my SoundCloud, is in my bio, so it'll take y'all to the Fingers Purple and it'll let y'all go back into the rapper that I used to be a little bit. And all that. Instagram is Lee Gunna _ Facebook is Lee Gunna, SoundCloud is Lee Gunna, everything is Lee Gunna.
All right. We appreciate the love. Chef Pfoutz, tell them
I
where they
appreciate
can
y'all
find
as
you at.
well.
You can find me at, on Facebook at the Maximum Exposure Fashion Series. You can also find me on House of Chuck Magazine. You can also find me at Chuck Pfoutz on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at House of Chuck. Chuck Pfoutz Official or Maximum Exposure FS. Or you can find me at House of Chuck Magazine on Instagram as well. I mean, yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah.
Also on www.hocm365.com.
Hey.
All right. So thank you both for coming in and kicking it with
Hey.
Louis Wood Radio. We
Thank
appreciate
you guys for having me.
We appreciate your support, and you are always welcome here on mycitymymusic.com and Louis Wood Radio. We about to go to that Throw Down by Tweezy the Don, featuring Justin Kickit and Raina Phoenix.
Throw down.
And we out of here, man. Much love. Stay on the line real quick.
Throw down.
Lee Gunna.
Hey. Throw down. Hey. Throw down. Hey.
In here. Just let me make one thing clear. I came to spend some money, baby. Let me see you run it, baby. 20, 50, 100, baby. Let me feel it junkie, baby. Yeah, I got a girl, she tipping you too. I asked her which one, she chose you. Yeah. So after your shit, what you gon' do? Cause we about to throw down on you. Keep that goose coming. We posted on the main stage. Fist gripping bills and ass. Every day is payday. It's X-rated in here. Kim and Ray J, white girls with ass, no plain Jane. She poppin' it, ain't no stoppin' it, stoppin' it, make it hoppity, so she can shop it, shop it, in this bitch. Bustin' it open for the home team, doing what a star player do to bring home that win. You got that boy, cause you a star, throw down. You hit a lick, now you got them rags, throw down. You like that girl, but that ass is fat, throw down. Let me see you naked, baby, make me wanna take it, baby. Throw it right up in that, so I can see you wicked, baby. Throw that, yeah, throw that, throw that, throw that.
It's about to go down, let's have a throwdown. See that booty shaking ass moving all around. What's your name, your number, and all of that shit. Yeah, baseball home and that's about to get here. Do it right here, find another location. Put the rap shit, oh, we plan a vacation. And I know what you a girl, I can see it in your eyes. Let's get out of here, late night, then the sunrise. I'm on the woman here, you're the chosen one. We want another lonely night, wanna have some fun. All the thing left to do, you know what that is. That bullshit nigga started with the kids. Get this party started and you know it don't stop. Head back to the bar and fit a drink, yeah. Now it's still young day, like not here, yeah. Be this a night that you will not forget. You throw down.
You gotta work some more, throw down. You bought that bar cause you a star, throw down. You hit a lick, now you got them rags, throw down. You like that girl cause that ass is fat, throw down. Let me see you naked, baby, make me wanna take it, baby. Throw it right up in that, so I can see you wicked, baby. Throw that, yeah, throw that, throw that, throw that.
You got cash, shit, is it gon' last? You fucking with a boss, perfect fit to break that ass. I came to show off, and who is gon' be? Throw them racks, baby, I like it icy. Oh damn, I like it when you do it like that. It's a million things that I could do with that. I keep it coming and I bring it back to back. Ass fat, where your face at? Bring me that. I'm a boss and I'm looking for a boss. I'm at the bar and we bout to set it off. This shit fun, but can't wait to get you home. I'm feeling good, gon' fuck it like a horse. Bend it over, drop it low and like wow. Pick it up, throw it at 'em like wow. Let you sweat, ooh, you better bring a towel. Ooh, don't hurt 'em, but it ain't like
You ain't gotta work too hard, throw down. You bought that bar cause you a star, throw down. You hit a lick, now you got them rags, throw down. You like that girl cause that ass is fat, throw down. Let me see you naked, baby, make me wanna take it, baby. Throw it right up in that, so I can see you.